Hi everyone. Sorry it's been a bit. On top of pulling my back out or throwing my back out or whatever I did to it, unloading from the last craft show. Um, I then came down with a really bad cold that's been going around and ended up with a sore throat. Lost audio for some reason, and I'm not sure why. But anyway, ended up with a bad sore throat and earache, and I slept all week long, but I'm feeling better now, so we're going to get back to this. I'm going to show you how to do 3 really quick and easy sets of earrings in case you need to get ready for a show real quick or make some gifts or even for yourself to wear. So the first set is going to be a little set of hook earrings, and we're going to use some enamel bells in gold and red, and I've got some red jingle bells, and we're going to need 8 of the jump rings for those. The second set is going to be for unpierced ears in silver, and I've got some green and white glass beads. I've got 2 silver seed beads and 2 eye pins. Now the third set is going to be just a little pair of stud earrings with some acrylic or enamel flowers, and we're going to do those first because we'll need to let those dry while we work on our other sets. So I've got some BE7000 glue. You can use E6000 or any clear crafting glue that will give you a good hold. And I'm just going to put some of the glue into the back of the flowers and right in the center there. And then I realized I couldn't see to put the lid back on, so I had to put my glasses on. You would think I would do that first, but no, never. Okay, so we've got the lid back on it. Don't have to worry about any spills or anything like that. So I'm going to take the backing, and I like to move it around in the glue a little bit, make sure it's got plenty of glue there, and then give it a good press down. Make sure there's no air bubbles underneath it, and that it's got a good solid contact with the back of the earring. And then we're going to do the same thing with the second backing. Just real simple. And then we're going to put those aside so they can dry, and we're going to go ahead and work on the hook earrings. So we're going to take 2 of the jump rings, and I've got my needle nose pliers and my bent nose pliers. Those are what I use those all the time. And I've got my loop making pliers, and I've got my flush cutters, but I ended up not needing those. So I'm going to use my pliers to open up my jump rings, and I'm going to open up one jump ring and hang it directly on to the earring. There's a little loop down there, and I'm just going to hang this first one on there and close it back up. And you want to twist, not pull, your jump rings apart. If you pull, you'll distort it and you won't be able to get them back together correctly. If you twist, it'll go right back together. So we're going to take the second jump ring and we're going to hang that on the first one that we put on. And then we're going to put our first jingle bell on there. And that will give it a little bit of movement and help it to dangle, because we don't want these too stiff looking. I want a little play in them, a little dangle, a little bit of movement. We're going to close that up nice and tight. That's being a little fiddly with me. I think my body's recovered, but my mind is still not working quite right. And there you are. We've got the first little jingle bell on. And now we're going to take our next jump ring. And we're going to go ahead and open that up. And we're going to hang it right on the top part of the jingle bell. Right where that loop is that we put onto the ring, jump ring. So we're going to hang the first of these last two on there. We're going to close that up. And we're going to take our second jump ring here and hang it from the jump ring we just put on. And we're going to hang our little enamel bell on that jump ring as well. This way our enamel bell will hang below the little jingle bell. We're going to close that up all nice and secure. And there you have it. There's the first one. And I'm out of camera, guys. I'm sorry. I will realize it in just a minute. But I'm fiddling with it because it's not facing the right way. And when that happens, you can grab the bottom of your earring and just twist it until you get it facing the right way. Just be careful not to distort the bottom of your earring. And everything was wanting to be fiddly with me tonight. And I've actually had to do this voiceover a couple of times. So this is probably not getting out until Monday. And I do apologize for that. I've never done a voiceover before. And it's been a challenge. No, I'll get back in frame here in just a minute. I know you can't see that because I'm out of frame. But I've got the little silicone stoppers. And I'm going to put one on the back of this earring. And there you have it. There's the first one. And I've got it facing just about right way, but it's dangly and moving around. And again, I am out of frame, and I'm sorry, guys. But there we finally have it, and I'm right out of frame for y'all. Just about. So, bring it back into frame for you. There you go. And there's what that looks like. Kind of cute, kind of playful. Nice little dangle. And you can always put as many dangles on it as you want. Make it as long as you want. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to keep it simple. So I ended up not taking out enough jump rings for those. So I'm going to go ahead to the second set, which is the non-pierced ears. And it's got a little hook on the bottom, just like the others. So I'm going to take one of my eye pins. and I'm going to put on one of the glass beads, one seed bead, just to give a little separation between the beads, and another glass bead. Then I'm going to grab my looping pliers, and I'm going to give this a 90-degree bend, and then I'm going to use the looping side, and I'm going to go ahead and make my loop. And you can make different size loops, but I'm going to use a small loop here since I don't have much of this eye pin left on this side. Now, it's a little fiddly, and I've got to hold the beads in place. And I know this part's hard to see, but guys, I am saving up for a set of O-lights and a camera to go overhead, so you'll be able to see things better. Down below in the more information, there is a link for Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, if you appreciate these videos, then every penny I get from Buy Me a Coffee will be saved up to go towards improving this channel, getting better lighting, better cameras, so that we can see things better. And regardless of whether you buy me a coffee or not, I do appreciate y'all. And I hope you like, subscribe, and share these videos. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. Just keep it civil and be nice. There you go. We've got the first component done. And I've got the two sides, the two little ends facing different ways. So I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to twist it so that they are facing the same way. Now, personally, that usually doesn't bother me, but I just want to show you how to do that. It's real simple. You just hold on to it and give it a little twist. So now that one's done, we're going to go ahead and do the second one. We're going to do the same thing. One glass bead, one seed bead, and another glass bead. And we're going to go ahead and do the 90-degree bend. And once we've got that, we're going to do our loop. And just want to make sure your loop goes all the way around and meets your wire. You don't want anything sliding off or coming loose. And I actually needed to grab my other pliers so that I can tighten that up a little bit and get it right up to the wire. And then once I've got that completely closed, we're going to twist them and get them facing the same way, just so that the two components match. Now that we've got those done, we can put them onto our earrings. And we will need some jump rings. I was thinking about adding something else on here, but I decided against it. I just wanted to keep it simple for this tutorial. But of course, you can always add whatever you want on here. You've got a loop on both sides, so you can add as many components as you want. You can add more dangles, just however you want to do it. As I said, for this tutorial, I just wanted to keep things kind of simple. Alright, so I'm going to get out my jump rings because I did not do that beforehand. And I'm going to go ahead and attach these to the earrings now. So same process, we're just going to open our jump ring. We're going to put our component on that, and we're going to hook it onto the earring. And we're going to close it up. And there you have it. There's an earring. Quite simple. You make it as long as you want, as short as you want. So we're just going to do the same thing for the other earring. And there you go. There's another set of earrings. Now these are dry enough that they're holding on there. The glue's still a little tacky around the sides, but you can either put a regular backing on here, or you can put one of these stoppers on there. I personally think the stoppers are a little more comfortable, but I usually put the regular backing on there and then offer the stoppers if they would like them. And there you have a cute little pair of earrings that would look really cute with a denim outfit or something summery and spring looking. And we'll get out the other jump rings now, and we'll make that last earring. I'm just going to grab a few more of the jump rings. I'm going to need 4 for this earring. Then I'm just double checking to see what I did with this earring to be sure it matches. So we're going to take 2 of the jump rings and hang them off of the earring itself. Take one, hang it on the earring, take the second one and hang it to that jump ring, and put our little jingle bell on that. Exactly like we did the first one. Got that first one on. We're going to put the second one on that first jump ring. And we're going to put our jingle bell on that jump ring. I'll close that up. I'm going to take our next jump ring and hook that onto our jingle bell. This is where I wish I had those long, skinny fingers some people have. But you got to work with what God gave you. And for me, that's not long, skinny fingers, but it sure would make working with some of these a little bit easier. Small things just kind of get fiddly for me. But I make it work. Okay, here we go. We're going to hook that on there. And we're going to close it up. And once we know it's all nice and tight and closed properly, we can go ahead and get our next jump ring. Hang it from that first one we just put on the bell. And you'll see here I forget to put that enamel bell on there. So if you're screaming at me, it's okay. I will remember in just a minute as I'm sitting here trying to fiddle with this and get it closed. You know, it was just one of them fiddly nights where nothing kind of wanted to be easy for me. But you got to work through those nights and get it done. And I just remembered I didn't put that on. So we're going to grab that and put it on. And then we're going to close this up. Make sure it's nice and tight and that your ends meet. And there you go. You've got the full set earrings. So we did 3 sets of earrings. And even with me being a little fiddly and my mind not quite doing what it should tonight, that was the little backings I buy from Amazon. I'll link everything down below. But we did 3 sets of earrings in 21, just about 22 minutes. So that was quick and easy. 3 really cute earrings. Great for gifts, great to wear yourself, and completely sellable. I would sell these for about $10 a pair. And they take just about no time to make. So enjoy the earrings, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, like, subscribe, and please leave a comment down below if you'd like. Tell me what you thought of the earrings and the tutorial. And I will see you all real soon.